haven't posted a single 52 frames video this year, so this is me catching up. The three things I love most in life is my family, travel and photography. So I thought I would embrace the travel bug that has bitten me a few years ago. And unknowingly, that line pretty much set up the tone for the next 18 weeks. And although photography took the back seat, it never left the car. As you can see, I filmed it all. I was ready. And then, week 3, leading lines, led me somewhere even more special. My Gran's 80th birthday. I was surrounded by lines, wrinkles, laughter lines, and generations of connections. But none of them were leading lines. On the drive back from Gauteng to KwaZulu-Natal, we stopped in the beautiful Midlands, and here I captured a few candidates for my leading lines photo. Looking back now, was this the strongest photo? Probably not. Did I submit it anyway? Absolutely. Weeks 4 and 5 had me chasing something old and something blue. Wait, what? This sounds like a wedding. No wedding. For something old, I snapped this brooch back in KwaZulu-Natal. A little worn, but still holding on strong. And for something blue, well, this was taken through a soapy door. Abstract, maybe. Oh, and this happened. One night, I somehow ended up at a Green Day and Offspring concert. Were you expecting the real song now? Yeah, well, me too. But until this channel starts rocking, we're still rolling with some cheap, royalty-free rock music instead. Well, speaking of contrast, around this time I also started editing our Japan video. About time, it's been more than 2 months since the trip, and I was certain I'd finish it before our USA trip. Well, I didn't. I eventually finished it 6 months after the trip, and if you haven't seen it yet, you definitely should go check it out. I'll put a link in the description. Meanwhile, my 52 frames video updates were wobbling. Week 6 and 7 were both shot in the exact same place, Museum of the Future. Same backdrop, completely different approach. For the paddle, I brought my own. Sat next to the highway and took a few photos. a week later, same location, different vibe. This time, the challenge was motion blur, and I wanted to take a panning photo of a train passing the museum. And ended up with a few photos I really liked. The next 3 weeks, they were filled with friends and family, barbecue and brisket, line dancing, blues and back roads. There were a few firsts, like shooting a gun, watching our first basketball game, and even buying cowboy boots. We even stopped at Bucky's, obviously, and NASA, why not add space to the mix? And we wrapped it all up with a grand finale, a childhood dream come true. Harry Potter World at Universal in Orlando.
I got my bags packed, timeline on track. My winter coat stuck in the closet way back. I won't be needing that, I won't be needing that. I'm ready to fly down 65, hit the coastline in the sunshine. I'm going to find my new high, hit the coastline in the sunshine.
Oh yeah, and my birthday. Before we completely wrap things up, I had to include a few last memories from Universal Studios. Yes, we had butterbeer, and yes, it was every bit as magical as it sounds. For me, this wasn't just a trip highlight, it was a life highlight. I loved leaving my muggle self behind and playing wizard for a few days. And a big shout out to Tertius, who was a top tier wizarding companion and the best sports throughout all of the chaos. And while I'm handing out thank yous, Jeanette and Martin, Tanirensha and Uncle Jim, thank you for opening your homes and your hearts. You made this trip one of the most memorable yet. Of course, I was still holding on to my 52 frame streak, and Memphis gave me two very different stories to tell. One, geometric structure, a moment of calm between the chaos. The other, a little more layered, like life, unfinished, not because something was missing, but because they're still dancing, still living that story. Memphis didn't just give me photos, it gave me rhythm, color and soul. And I got to take a little piece of that home, one frame at a time. Heading home, I made a quick stop in London, and by quick I mean packed. The photography show was in full swing, gear, talks, inspiration everywhere. And somewhere in between all of the camera nerding, I still managed to squeeze in one last challenge, black and white. And I got to play with the Pentax 70, which being a whole frame film camera basically doubles your chances of getting something usable, or half usable. So yeah, not exactly restful, but fun and full of photo nerdery, which is kind of restful for me. And then, well, things got a little less cinematic. I didn't stop photographing, I just kind of stopped filming. These weeks were quieter, but the photos still mean something. So here's a quick run through of what I now lovingly call my lazier weeks. Week 11, egg, or as I like to call it, egg clips. Shot right on our granite kitchen counter with just a window light. I was over the moon. Week 12, shallow depth of field. One kernel popped and landed me a 52 pic. Not bad for a veggie photo shoot. Week 13 was all about mood. And nothing says overwhelmed quite like standing alone under a brooding sky. This was also the week I flew a drone for the very first time and immediately started building my case for why I obviously need one. But considering Dubai's no-fly rules and the fact that my gear technically needs its own airfare ticket, that idea might be grounded for a while. Although this photo looks like wizardry, well, that was kind of the idea. It only took a ball, a sparkler, a helping hand and a very patient husband. This photo had no plan, no setup, just me, my mom and this little guy showing off. Sometimes details find you, even if you're not really looking. The next 2 weeks, let's just say Mauritius was a mix of chaos and magic. Some of the footage was even captured by smaller hands. See if you can spot it. Here's a hint, it's probably the more fun stuff. Thanks Peyton and Nathan, you helped me make these memories even better. Also, just a quick shout out. One of them swam their first open water swim and the other handled the suspension bridge like a champ. I'm one very proud auntie, or like they call me, Tanny Carly.
We're driving cars on a Mars tonight. We're blasting off to the stars tonight. We wanna go, go. We wanna go, go. Woo-ha! driving cars on a Mars tonight. We're blasting off to the stars tonight. We wanna go, go. We wanna go, go.
Keep the engine roaring, I'm out the door. Live the high life I've been waiting for. Got no home, ain't got no name. Changing my view again and again. Living the moment till I die. And I'm gonna chase it. And I'm gonna chase it. I know we can't ignore it, no matter how hard we try. And I'm gonna chase it. And I'm gonna chase it. I know we can't ignore it, no matter how hard we try. Fire in the veins, I fight to gain. Breaking all the rules to keep me sane. Living the moment till I die. And I'm gonna chase it. And I'm gonna chase it. I know we can't ignore it, no matter how hard we try. And I'm gonna chase it. And I'm gonna chase it. I know we can't ignore it, no matter how hard we try.
Whoa, what an amazing time. Thanks, rockers, for amazing 2 weeks. But you won't believe me, but I remembered to submit my photos these 2 weeks as well. Week 16's theme was over or underexposed, so I accidentally nailed over while scouting. Turns out the boat wasn't the only thing floating aimlessly that week. Week 17, Cramped, featuring the majority of soft toys on the island and 2 of the most patient little faces I know. Week 18, Negative Space. After the excitement of Mauritius, a little white flower surrounded by nothing felt like the perfect deep breath before the finish line. And just like that, my 18-week catch-up comes to an end. A whole lot of chaos, creativity and camera juggling. But I'm finally back on track, kind of. Next up, think luxury, think water. Think a little slower, a little shinier. See you there.